It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Boy, what a season so far. And I'll tell you, it's only getting started. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Atlanta Hawks. Looking at the Hawks, the game tonight marks their second of 4 meetings they will play this season, and they come into this one feeling pretty good after winning the last time.
Welcome, everyone, to Atlanta, the home of the Hawks, where we will be broadcasting today's action live with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Last game for the Hawks, they picked up the W against the Charlotte Hornets. It was just a textbook performance. That game was all theirs. Once they got it going, it was full speed ahead.
Executed on the road, stayed focused, stayed consistent with who you are as a team.
No doubt. I mean, they played to their strengths, and that's what helped them get this road win. I loved how they played for each other.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Inside, it's Porzingis and Kanter. Ntilikina out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Knox in at the small forward.
Well, give Steph Curry some props for triggering that break. He makes a great defensive play, and it leads to an easy opportunity.
Doncic comes with the double team. It's stolen by Curry. Oh, and here comes Curry all alone in Atlanta again with the bucket.
The backcourt today as good as it gets, and they've earned the green light every time they touch the ball.
Well, you think about the New York Knicks last season and any number of challenges they faced. Jarrett Jack was probably the closest thing they had to a legit playmaker in the NBA. Here's a guy who led his team with 5.5 assists per game.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Intercepted.
Yeah, a couple turnovers here early on in the quarter, but he's got to just tighten it up a little bit.
Here's Doncic in Atlanta again with the bucket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Count that bucket. Porzingis has got his second bucket.
It's really tough to game plan for Kristaps Porzingis, one of the top inside-outside threats in the entire NBA.
That one falls.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Ntilikina. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Here's Bagley. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Doors for a couple teams that had high hopes coming out of the gate. Frustration starting to build, and you can even sense it with the fans. They're getting a little bit nervous here.
And this is the critical stage where when you've gotten out of the gate slowly, it's your leadership that has to step up. They've got to have a strong voice in the locker room, not overreact to mounting frustrations, and just calm the nerves of the young players. It's important to keep your unity in tough times.
What do the coaches always say? Don't let go of the rope. Everybody's got to pull in the right direction, same direction. Don't let go of the rope.
Great point, Kev.
Now, here's Kanter. New York, no good that time either.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Curry with the steal. Here's Wood. And a great assist by Curry. That one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. Ntilikina passes to Porzingis. To the middle. Here's Knox. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Lee's checked in for New York. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. The Hawks leading by 20. 16 feet away, and no good that time. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Ntilikina kicks to Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Lays it up off the glass. Porzingis has got 6.
See, you can tell Porzingis knows when he's in close, he's got the kind of size, touch, and length to make that look easy.
Here's Wood. He's covered by Cantor. Picked his pocket. Lets a floater go, and it's laid up and in by Lee. Lee's got his first bucket in this one.
Courtney Lee is so good on that floater, and at his size, you've got to have that in your arsenal.
Doncic kicks to Carter. Pass to Curry. And he hits the jump shot. He's got 9.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Passes it to Porzingis. Here's Cantor. Over Carter. Can't hit that one. And Atlanta will come the other way. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
I think they took tremendous satisfaction from that performance and ended up winning going away. So is it something they'll look to repeat tonight?
Atlanta leading by 18. Inside, Doncic kicks to Curry. Fires it up. And so it's Atlanta holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Enes Kanter traded to the Knicks in 2017. Said he was thrilled to go and play in New York.
Man, it's just like dream come true. I'm going to New York. Cause like for every player, man, you just want to come to New York. It's a big city, a lot of people, crazy fans. And I mean, of course, the most famous arena in the world. And I was definitely so happy.
That's a great place to play, the Mecca.
And they're hungry for a winner. I think Cantor's willingness to mix it up and challenge opposing teams has endeared him to the fans.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Hawks really take control here.
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, you really like the activity on the defensive end. Outstanding jumping into passing lanes and coming up with steals.
Plumlee out there with Bagley. Then there's Stephen Curry. And there's Money. And it's Doncic in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
And how about the persistence on the backboard? Love how hard Bagley works on the offensive glass. Wants to outwork everybody.
Now here's Lee. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Listen, Kev, this guy, one of the more reliable scorers in the league, night in and night out.
The thing about Porzingis, interesting guy beyond just basketball.
No doubt, Kev. I mean, here's a man who speaks 3 languages. He had a Carmelo Anthony jersey as a kid. He had a couple of Latvian rap songs written about him, and the guy's just getting started.
Now, here's Mudiay after the miss from Stephen Curry. Now, Mudiay, he's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And finished off by Bagley.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And just an impossible shot to guard at times. Doris, When you think of that step-back jump shot in the league, it's lethal, and there are a couple guys who have perfected it.
Well, two in particular. James Harden, that step-back that he added is now unguardable, and Steph Curry as well. Those two men, when they decide to get to that step-back jumper, turn the lights out, close the gym doors, and step back because it's going in.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Curry. With this break, we have a chance to break down where the assist has been coming from tonight between the front and back court for the Hawks.
And their guards have led the way in that regard. The ball is in their hands, and credit to them. They're not just looking to get shots up. They're of the mindset to create great looks for everybody.
Here's Azania. They get it back, and there it is for him.
Well, he doesn't quit on that play. Just stays with it and gets some easy points on the putback. That's nice.
It's Redick on the wing. Plumlee finds Redick. The Knicks pull it in. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
I mean, you'd have to question their effort, Greg. They did a great job at penetrating and kicking out. The defense simply wasn't up to the task.
Here's Azania. It's hauled in by Wood. Atlanta leading by 18. Over Lee. A second chance effort. And there's the nice layup by Plumlee.
Yeah, second chance points. Gotta love the way they attack the offensive glass there, even with a huge lead.
I'll tell you, Greg, there's no let-up in how they play. They want to dominate every aspect, and that includes second chance points.
And now, here's Hezonja. No points in the game yet for him. Vonleh uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Redick with it, now defended by Mudiay. Here's Plumlee, banked in off the glass. Plumlee's got 4 points this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Lee passes to Mudiay. From about 16, Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Mudiay kicks to Lee. Outside, Porzingis. No good with the triple. Atlanta leading by 20. Inside, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Now here's Porzingis. He's tightly guarded.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
Yeah, they've dominated that category in this one. It's reflected in the score.
Now here's Bagley. He kicks to Plumlee. And Lee pulls it down.
He does the hard part, gets through the defense all the way to the rim. I thought the finish would be the easy part.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bagley the pass to Wood. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Mudiay looking around. There's the pass to Porzingis. Teardrop shot, and the layup is good. Porzingis has got 6 in the quarter.
It hasn't mattered the scheme or the defender. Kristaps Porzingis is simply cooking right now.
And so it's Atlanta closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He had 9 points, 3 assists, and 4 steals. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
Well, they were completely in rhythm shooting the basketball. Just watching the flow of their offense, everything clicked into place. Fantastic shot selection. They took advantage of everything the defense gave them.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, folks. Always so much activity going on here in the bustling metropolis of Atlanta, Georgia. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Well, he made them pay down there. Uses his size and body well to score close to the bucket.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And New York looking at who they've got. Inside, it's Porzingis and Cantor. Hardaway is out there with Ntilikina, and it's Knox in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Hardaway. Marvin Bagley picking up that last basket. Here's Cantor. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Here's Wood. He's got 9. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Knox. Makes it off the glass. Knox has got his first points of the game.
An active passer with good awareness. When Ntilikina spots the open teammate, he gets it to him.
Doncic kicks to Curry. Misses the 3. To the paint. Here's Cantor. Good work defensively by Carter.
That's just superb interior defense, not allowing him a free run to the rim.
Well, he was fired by the Grizzlies 19 games into last season, Doris, but Coach David Fizdale with a fresh start now with the Knicks in New York.
Well, you think about in Memphis, he tried to shift from the grit and grind to a more modern NBA style, and I think he encountered some resistance there. With the Knicks, more of a clean slate, a chance to build the culture from the ground up.
New York calls timeout.
And guys, you know, you never run out of things that you can improve upon.
I think, Greg, it's important to keep that hunger, right? You're always striving to get better and to change things up.
And the Hawks making a change here. Plumlee's checked in. Some great shooters here. Let's check out the league leaders. Mason Plumlee on top. Wendell Carter is second.
You can't say enough about these two guys shooting this season. Both their percentages, just incredible stuff.
Here's Ntilikina. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Porzingis with the ball. Now guarded by Plumlee. Just 5 to shoot. Hardaway for 3. Drains the three-pointer.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
The Hawks leading by 17. Curry looking around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And that's a foul called on Miles Plumlee. That's his first foul. Vince Carter, he's checked in for the Hawks. Tyus Jones comes in for money. And a switch here also for New York. Burks is checked in. Pass to Ntilikina. Kicks it to Burke. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the night.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
One shot, mind the lanes.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. In the past, it has been suggested, Doris, that up-tempo teams couldn't maintain that style and then go on to win the playoffs. Is that an outdated theory and thought process?
Well, I think it has always contingent on the team, Kevin. You think back to the Lakers Showtime era when the reality is those were up-tempo Showtime type teams, right? They could sustain it. Right. But I think the fact of the matter is the teams that sustain success are the ones that can play in virtually any style. Can they play up-tempo if you allow them? Certainly. But when the game slows, particularly in the playoffs and the postseason, can you execute in the half court? Because you've got to be able to play both ways, I think, to win in the modern NBA.
Knicks trail by 16. Pass to Hardaway. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Passes it to Burke. 6 to shoot. From deep. The Knicks keep it going. A new 24-second shot clock. Ntilikina can't hit. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Hawks. 22 is their biggest lead. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And they pick up 2. And the Hawks lead by 18.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Now, here's Cantor. He's got 5. Back to Burke. A second chance effort, and scoring with the play inside is Cantor. Cantor's got his 3rd basket of the night. Carter, the pass to Curry. There's 1:17 left in the 3rd quarter. They double-team Curry. Jones, no one around him. Off target with his 3.
Boy, despite the miss, he did a really good job shaking himself completely free from the defense.
Plumlee against Cantor. He kicks it to Burke. And the 3 off target.
Boy, they're just giving him that shot. An easy opportunity for 3 just slips away. As long as they can hang on to this lead, he won't have to answer for what's been an off night for him.
Now, here's Burke. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Ntilikina, defended by Carter. Ntilikina can't hit. Atlanta leading by 16. Outside, Jones. Carter right side. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
Well, he just creates enough separation to get a quality look from the mid-range.
And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's Atlanta. They lead. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got J.J. Redick, Carter out there with Plumlee, then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Wood in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Good!
Well, mouse in the house. He recognizes the size advantage and goes right to the rim. Good aggressive play.
Redick with the bucket.
I'll tell you, the feed puts him in prime position to convert. The assist was where it needed to be.
Mudiay finds Porzingis. And stolen by Redick. Plumlee with it. Now defended by Vonleh. Back to Plumlee. The pass to Redick. Lets the three fly, and the three ball is good.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Right. If you want to get back in the game, you simply can't afford to let long-range shooters get comfortable.
Now here's Mudiay. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And if you want to drive your coach crazy, this is a good place to start.
Well, that is a ridiculous shot. I have zero idea why he would even attempt it at this point in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Indoors last summer, we saw the inaugural season of the NBA 2K League. Over half the league's franchises fielding teams. It looks to be the start of something very special and very unique.
No doubt, Kevin. And the NBA has always been an organization at the forefront of embracing technology. And the reality is there is a huge market for this. The younger generation gets just as excited with how their virtual home team is doing in the standings. Big things on the horizon for the NBA 2K League, and you better not square up against me, Kev. You got no shot.
Okay. I've recorded that comment. Wasted no time on that one. 10 points for Luka Doncic.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Lee kicks to Mudiay. New York needs to get off a shot. He gets it in there.
And with that basket, he puts a stop to the 13-0 run there by Atlanta.
Out to the right wing. Bagley. Poked away.
Yeah, nice effort there in tracking down the long rebound.
No good from Lee. Atlanta's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13.
I think they'll keep going to him more and more as they look to hang on to their lead. Why not with the way this guy is shooting it?
Now here's Mudiay. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And a new group in for the Knicks. Robinson's checked in for Porzingis. Hezonja comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Ron Baker, he's checked in for Courtney Lee. And it's Burke in for Mudiay. 3 on the clock. Good. 6 points for Noah Vonleh.
Boy, defender taken out of the play with a rock-solid screen. No way he's going to get through that.
And the three ball is good.
And every set they're running looks like it's designed to produce a triple.
Well, you love how the ball is popping outside on the perimeter. It's being moved and finding the open man, and they're cashing in.
Now, here is Robinson. Baseline jumper, and it comes off the front of the rim. Atlanta's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Here's Jones. Vonleh with the rebound. Vonleh's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Atlanta. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Dotson's checked in. Pass to Baker. And now, here's Hezonja, defended by Carter. And the shot is good.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Hawks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for money.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
At this point, they're completely overwhelming them. The opposition looks totally defeated.
Second shot opportunity, and the bucket is good from Plumlee down low.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, it really was. They wanted this home win badly, and they went out and took it.
Now, here is Robinson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And he's good on the second. We've got 13 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Jones for three. Again, the miss by Jones. Plumlee with the steal. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect